You can choose how this phone will look and not just a case. Lose the 2 screws on the camera bump, attach this accessory bump and boom, this now has a square camera bump. And that's good. But will you go out and buy an accessory case and an accessory bump just to change the way the camera module looks? If not, then here's everything else you need to know about the Realme GT 8 Pro in our detailed review. Despite the screw-on camera bump, the GT 8 Pro here manages a proper IP66, 67 and 69 rating. This organosilicon leather finish feels great and this texture satisfactory back is premium. And the overall build feels solid. Now the fingerprint sensor is under the screen and that also feels snappy. I was using this for over 2 days without charging it, but we'll get to that in the battery section. Now winter is coming and with it comes the urge to become Jadoo with all the dhoop around you, and this phone shines outdoors. It is a big, bright and responsive display and a really smooth screen too. Extra emphasis on the smooth because this is a 144Hz panel, which is great, but there aren't any major apps that use the full 144Hz yet. However, future readiness matters, and that's where the 144 upgrade is more than welcome. The 2K resolution also means you can watch movies at high res and games also look richer. And Realme allows some tweaking at every level, which means the display also has resolution, tone, refresh and AI tools for always on and motion controls. In short, the display is good and display controls make it even better because you can actually see the difference. Speakers too sound good, but the volume levels are a bit inconsistent around the 90% mark, but fairly loud at full volume. And now onto the modular bit again, the cameras. There's a triple camera system at the back and a hole punch 32MP selfie shooter up front. Like I said, the bump is modular and it can be square or circular according to your liking, but the camera quality remains the same, and in this case, same is good. These cameras are not at all shy to zoom in. Even low light pictures have enough detail that you can zoom in all the way. Exposure controls are spot on and AI corrections mostly give you really good contrast controls too. You also get Ricoh GR mode, which is a result of Realme's collaboration with Ricoh GR digital cameras, which you can also see branded here near the camera module. And this mode changes the layout and gives you some custom filters which are great for aesthetic and street photography. You get up to 120x zoom for photos and up to 8K 30fps resolution for videos, but the sweet spot where you can get the highest resolution super stable videos is at 4K 60fps. There's also 4K 120fps option, but that doesn't support super steady mode. Portrait shots are also rich, but we noticed visible AI corrections or enhancements in some shots even in broad daylight. So Realme is relying a lot on post-processing to give you consistent result. And why not? Because this phone has the processor to get that kind of post-processing. The Realme GT 8 Pro here is packing a Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip with up to 16GB RAM and 512GB high-speed storage. Again, there are still no mainstream games or apps that use this kind of power, but if you use a lot of AI, you're really going to like this processing speed. For instance, go to settings on this Realme GT 8 Pro and you see a new AI section. There's a planner, notification brief, AI search, translate camera and even an AI gaming coach on board. And yes, it works in games like BGMI to help you strategize, know where the sound is coming from, and even identify tools and weapons inside the game. And now that's what you need these flagship specifications for. But the phone never got uncomfortably hot in our testing, and our testing happens at max specs like the highest resolution with maximum refresh rate for the screen, GT mode for the battery, and highest graphics settings for gameplay. All of that plus a full day of work, and this phone ran smooth. The battery lasted around 2 days on light use and close to 2 days on moderate usage. In fact, it is only with running camera tests, benchmarks and then some gaming did I manage to drain it down to 50% in less than half a day. And on that note, here are the benchmark results. You also get this 120-watt charger in the box, which juices it up from 0 to 60% in under 25 minutes, 80% in 30 minutes and a full charge in just 44 minutes, which is impressive. And this 7000 mAh plus 120-watt combo is my favorite part about this phone. and the wireless charging is also really fast at 50 watts. Talking about the limitations now, a customizable back is great, but more accessories to give it more functionalities are welcome. And the charger, well, this is almost 2026 and having an A to C charger does not feel as premium as a C to C charger would have been. But that aside, the price of this phone hasn't been announced at the time of shooting this video, but last year's GT7 Pro was in the 60,000 rupee range. And if the GT8 Pro makes it in the same ballpark, then it could be one of the best spec phones for this price. Now that's our detailed take on the Realme GT8 Pro. But what do you think about this phone? Let us know in the comments. And if you have any other questions about this phone or any other phone out there, drop us a comment. My name is Manik Berry. You're watching Gadgets 360 and hit that subscribe button so we can keep seeing each other for more amazing tech.